everyone. I hope I'm audible. And this is our submission for BrickHack11, which is Efficient GPT. Have you ever wondered that when you're trying to learn a new topic, let's say, for example, you're trying to learn a new programming language and you have a very limited amount of time with you, you might figure out, oh, nowadays everyone's using ChatGPT. Let's just ask ChatGPT on what I can do in the limited time I have and get the best results I can. So, whenever you use ChatGPT, once you try to prompt the same thing again and again and try to refine the prompt, it starts to hallucinate and give out the same answer repeatedly. Due to that, the interest in learning that new topic for making a project or upskilling yourself might decrease immensely. And when you are preparing for an interview and you are out of time, like you have only 3 days, 4 days, then you definitely try to, find out the main points of the topic that you don't know at all, and you might have lied about it on your resume, and you want to learn about it as quickly as possible. There is something called as the Pareto principle, which is the 80-20 rule, where 80% of the results can be achieved by learning 20% of the things or doing 20% of the things. I'd like you to meet Efficient GPT, which is basically built on the same principle. All you need to do is put in four main input prompts, and that's all you need. You don't need to do it again and again. And we also integrated Olama with it to help you get an offline access to this particular website. If you don't want to use ChatGPT's paid application, you can directly use Olama here and just pull out any good model from Olama and install Olama on your device and directly start using this. In the backend, we have used LangChain to develop prompts and develop prompt templates, which is very efficient in, universally using those prompts for using the same prompts for multiple different models. Let's say, for example, you want to learn about C++, plus plus, and the time you have is, let's say, 4 days. And the purpose of learning this is to make a project, basically. And we are trying to use ChatGPT here. Let's just click on submit and see what happens. It will automatically start to generate prompts based on the amount of days or the input time limit that you provided. Be it 24 weeks, 24 days, 24 hours, we can do it all. The prompt engineering done in the background is basically very fine-tuned to use any kind of input for any kind of topic that you can think of. Maybe you want to dominate the world on your weekend, or you just want to learn Kotlin to just develop a project. You can do it all using this particular application. We'll wait for it to generate completely, and then I'll show you how good the results can be. So as you can see, the table of contents is completely developed and everything is given to you from setting up the environment and understanding the basic structure to all the way if you go down to giving you a day by day learning breakdown for if you are just learning one day and hour by hour, if you just give 6 hours of your time, you can just learn a new language very easily and you have a proper roadmap to follow and what to do and what you can do next. It also covers advanced topics like object-oriented programming in C++, plus plus, and it covers the main 20% of the concepts that make 80% of the difference. As some of you might know, classes and objects, encapsulation and inheritance makes the building blocks of an object-oriented programming language. It also gives you free resources which you can follow to learn this language and master this language if you are able to do it more than 4 days. It can also give you templates on how to write a particular type of code. And if you want, you can even ask it to make a project for you, which you can do on your own. Furthermore, we have integrated MongoDB with this, where every single output is stored inside the Atlas. If you just reload this page, you can clearly see the output being stored here. We have used MongoDB for various reasons. One is for storage and retrieval of data, which we can do very quickly using Atlas. Also, we plan on adding a RAG-powered AI assistant where you can basically query the data that you can see in front of you and easily, just try to quiz yourself or try to learn a new thing from the data. If the data has 24 weeks worth of text in it, then searching through the text might be a tedious process. For that, we are going to build a RAG-powered application in the future for helping students or professionals trying to find out uh, from the data very easily. Furthermore, you can also see all your roadmaps here due to MongoDB. We can just directly show you what kind of work you might be able to do with this. As you can see, you can also learn Kotlin in the time of 4 days, or you can just go and do your interview prep for machine learning or a generative AI interview. And if you just have 2 days, and on the third day you want to do interview prep, it also gives you specific questions which you can ask yourself or specific things that you need to focus on before the interview. If you want to try something else for creative professionals, you can try something like portrait photography. And the time frame you might have for this is let's say 2 weeks. And it's just for upskilling yourself. And we'll still use ChatGPT here. For a week by week prompt, it will generate day by day for every single week, and it will also give you how much time you need to spend on each and every day. As you can see here, for week one, you can just understand the basics of photography, you can understand the lightings, how much time you need to spend on that, and everything. For further future references, we are going to be building a Quiz Me app where you can basically quiz yourself on the knowledge that you might have gained from this. It will basically be a normal input prompt where you try to answer certain questions and it will score you based on the answers that you give. So that's all from our side at Efficient GPT. Um, we'll let you know if we make any further progress in this project. Thank you.